Welcome to UNCAGED. Today we're speaking with Antonino Li Brizzi. Antonino is doing some really fun stuff here. He is the managing director for Omnia Technologies. And Omnia Technologies does some pretty interesting stuff. They're the world leader in the design and manufacturing of integrated solutions for every step of the food and beverage process across multiple categories: wine, cider, beer, spirits, everything that we like, dairy, water, everything that we need. We will be talking more about what Omnia Technologies, as well as some of their subsidiaries like Della Toffola USA are doing, and Antonino looks after those operations as well. Before we get there, Antonino, tell us a little bit about your story. I mean, here we are. We've got an Italian that is living in Texas. That's interesting enough in and of itself. But tell us a little bit about yourself and your career.
Well, hi, Ben. First of all, thank you for the invite. Happy to be here. So let me say that's a quite interesting story for an Italian that now is also an American. I've always been passionate about traveling and very curious about business, any topic almost in life. So after my studies in Italy, born and raised in Italy, studied in Italy, engineering there, I started kind of traveling around, working for several companies in different parts of the industry, and start exploring, getting out of Italy. I started working a bit in Tunisia, in Turkey, and start coming to the United States until about 10 years ago, working for Tetra Pak, the packaging company, carton package company in Italy, where I was leading some development project for the US market. Start traveling to the US market, and our colleague here starting getting in touch with customers says, hey, we need you for just come for 1 or 2 years, and 2 years become 10. Texas became home, and most recently, in the last 2 years, I took the role, joined the Omnia Technologies group as a managing director, plus the leadership role for the subsidiary in the US that is in California. So now I kind of spend my time between Dallas and our office in Santa Rosa. So in the wine region, there is no better place to be. So I kind of feel like my story is a very lucky story. So I'm happy to share today.
Yeah, well, I mean, and to me, it makes a lot of sense. I know, a lot of people, obviously, we all in America look to Italy for guidance when it comes to amazing foods, etc. But also, I think probably perhaps people don't realize the role that Italian companies have played in the packaging space and the distribution space. So you now come over and you're building it out here in the US with Omnia Technologies. Tell us a little bit more about what's happening with Omnia.
So Omnia is very nice story. I think that's it's pretty unique for the industry, especially if we look the wine and spirits industry. So the story is that Della Toffola is one of the brand part of the Omnia Technologies group, is a very known company for wine processing equipment, filtration, crash pad. So in the wine industry, that's the reason why we have an office here. It's pretty well known. A few years ago, a private equity company came to showing interest to Della Toffola and says, and just decided to finance a project. The project was to create a group that can help medium, small, large companies providing a turnkey solution for certain category. At the beginning was wine, where today we are really a turnkey player. We can provide from processing to packaging, but literally with time, we've been starting venturing out of just the wine industry into spirits, beer, beverage, RTDs. So now today we play as a one step supplier for multiple categories. And one of the biggest challenge that we have as I have as a leader and the group as in the US is a very innovative, is an amazing market. 10 years I've been spending here. I don't feel there is a better market in the world.
Wow.
People look for innovation. People try innovation. European is an amazing market too, but there is a lot of tradition. People are less open to new product. US is amazing. Like you can, if you launch something good, you do some good marketing, you have the crowd here that really want to explore new solution. So for a company like us, this is just an opportunity because you can work close to the consumer and with the supplier, or sorry, with the producer, to help delivering this innovation to the market. And that's honestly, that's amazing. Even for category like wine, that theoretically are a bit more traditional, but still wine in the United States is less traditional than it could be in Italy, in France, or in Spain. So
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah, it is changing fast, and it's nice to hear that you see that the North American market is innovative and dynamic in that way. But when you talk to some of the customers that you and your team at Omnia Technologies, as well as clearly the well-known De La Toffolo business, are working with, what's top of mind for them right now? What are the innovations that they're embracing, and what are the things that they're concerned about?
So to answer this question, we play multiple categories. So let me try to focus on one category I really like, that is the alcohol beverage in
Yeah.
general, where wine, spirits, and beer belong. I think the United States we are facing a kind of a shifting, but a very important moment in the history of the category. There are multiple trends, but the main trend is that people are drinking less wine. The
Hmm.
new generation are not used to the fun of wine that we were probably used in the previous generation. And this is one macro trend. And the other part is that the even newer generation, Generation Z, they want to have an healthier lifestyle. And so they are trying to reduce alcohol. So from one side, wine is probably not growing, and other category like spirits. Nowadays, if you
Hmm.
go out for a restaurant, people like to drink cocktails. At home,
Yeah.
people like to have like whiskey is big, and bourbon is becoming the new big thing. So
Yeah.
from one side, the new generation are moving to spirits, but on the bigger picture, people are kind of going away from alcohol to other type of drinking experience. And so that's the right time in which wine, for example, needs to find a way to innovate. And that's why
Yeah.
we are seeing a 17% growth for no alcohol wine or wine-based cocktail. So
Wow.
that's fantastic. That's the type of innovation that the US can deliver, and the market is really happy to receive that. Me in Italy, I never really saw when I was in Italy a no alcohol wine. So that's why I say the US is.
I
So when I
mean,
talk,
that is fascinating. That's new to me. So, Antonino, tell me, is that in the market now, or is that something coming out?
oh, there are already many brands. There is even no
Wow.
alcohol. There is even no alcohol spirits. So like zero alcohol spirits. So there are many
Wow.
ways you can achieve that. But one way is that you really ferment and produce your product, and after you strip away through some filtration, some other techniques, the alcohol. So to answer your question, what customers are really talking about, they're really asking is how we can innovate, how we get to this consumer. So it's our role to develop new solution to kind of deliver this product in a cost-effective way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that. And it's a really dynamic space. And now you have me very intrigued about all of these new products that I'll have to try to find and sample. But before I go off and try to buy all of those different things, Antonino, it's an interesting space that you focus on. And certainly I feel like a lot of people can find passion in some of these categories. But in our show, one of the things that we try to understand is, what drives people's passions? What is it about this category that really led you to get into it and it kind of expand your career here?
Well, to be honest, like I didn't grow up in the wine category
Hmm.
professionally. I've been experienced different type of business. I would say I will date back when my time at Tetra Pak. I
Mm,
started working with multiple category. Like that's another funny fact. You talk company like Tetra Pak, carton packages all over the world, developing country. They are famous for juice and dairy. Not in the US. The US, they are growing to nutritional product like protein shake and
yeah.
also wine in carton. Wine in carton in the US, it's for me unique because while in Italy and Spain, wine in carton is very table wine
Yeah.
type of product. Here in the US, there is a right price point. It's a really good product. So that's by chance I ended up to really working specifically in wine. But despite the wine is an important category, I am passionate about the food and beverage and the packaging world. So
Hmm.
honestly, enjoy and find motivation talking about wine, talking about spirits, talking about ready to drink, and almost any type. I would say it's my passion more than the wine that I love to drink. I'm
Yeah.
still, it's more the food and beverage category.
I love the category, and certainly as you innovate, I can see that you are an innovator and someone who will help play a key role in bringing these next generation products to market and distributed in a broader way. But I mean, I think the key thing is that we all come together around these products, right? There's a magic there that somehow creates community. And certainly that is evolving right now. And so that's what makes it so exciting. But I mean, when you look, Antonino, into the near future, I mean, over the next year or so, what's on the horizon for you and the Omnia Technologies team?
Well, and first of all, I'm really passionate in this moment working for Omnia Technologies because we're in a very transition moment in which we are building something bigger, not just for saying. So what really makes me passionate, busy right now is what I see for the future is that we are growing our North and Central America's team. So we're starting strength our position on the West Coast. Finally looking to, since we are tapping into new category, opening an East Coast location. We have now a new office in Colombia, an office in Mexico, presence in Panama and in Peru. This is really fun. We're looking
Wow.
at Canada. This is really fun how to get there. And the most fun part of it is that I'm a people person. So I really like to talk to people, growing the team, finding new talent.
Yeah.
That's really speaking with client, talking with client. And last point about the wine you said before, just to come back, is that wine is a big industry, but it's a small industry. And the amazing part of wine is a value driven category because it's still familiar. Many of the wine company, despite the large one that are still kind of created by a family, there is still the wine industry in the United States. If you think about the 13,000 wineries, 10,000 of those, they're really small. They still the family with a few grapes and producing their own wine. That's
Yeah.
amazing. You can breathe that when you talk with the industry.
Yeah. And I think that clearly, as to what you said, there's been such a dramatic growth, I would say, broadly in the consumption of things like wine over, let's say, a longer time frame, like the last 20 years. But the reality is that now this new generation's coming in, they're wanting a new set of products and delivered in a new set of ways. And that's going to require so many more exciting innovations. So I'm excited to see all of that coming to market. Antonino, if someone wanted to learn more about what you and the Omni Technologies team and the Della Tofola team are up to, where's the best place to find out about you guys?
I will think that we recently rebranded the group to Omnia Technology. So we have a new landing page and soon it will be a comprehensive website. You understand that we are 15 companies within the group. So and most of them over 78 years old of history. So
Okay.
very kind of like a long history company. We're trying to put them together. So right now, the best way would be to visit the website www.omniatechnologiesgroup.com. If you search online, that's probably one of the first research. Or as alternative, the Della Topola USA, we are kind of replicate our full offering and portfolio in our local page for the United States.
Excellent. Well, let's raise a glass, Antonino. It's been amazing to talk with you about what you and the team are rolling out. We've been speaking with Antonino Li Brizzi. He is the managing director for North America for Omnia Technologies. He also is the chief executive officer for Della Tofola USA. And we've been talking about really all of the amazing things that they're rolling out. They're the world leader in the design and manufacturing of integrated solutions for food and beverage processing across multiple categories. And been talking a lot about the wine and the spirits categories, but certainly dairy, water, et cetera, as well. And really kind of the changing dynamics and the changing interests for the next generation as they want to consider a broader set of solutions, maybe non-alcoholic. Let's hope, Antonino, we don't lose all the alcohol in there. But
I agree on that.
it seems like that would lose the effect a bit. But apart from that, the broad solution here is that we're seeing a lot of innovation in the category, and Omnia Technologies is leading the way. So, Antonino, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to having you back.